And hello everyone, welcome to USFC 179. We'll get started very shortly. Here is the fight card for those who are curious. We're starting with a banger North American matchup with Plebeian against Pico, which will be really exciting. We might even see a Zaramir, but we also might not. We might see a mix of that too. We might see a Zaramir like one round as Pico often does, and then we might see some other characters. Really exciting to see these two fight regardless. Welcome, Roast. Glad to see you in the chat. Yes, I will be on Discord, not to worry. I was just doing the intro and stuff like that, so I wasn't in Discord right away. It's not a big deal. I'll be there very soon. Okay, and I think Bobo wants to join the commentary cabin, so we'll give him a chance to do that as well. And I'll make sure the audio for him is working because my headset is a little bit finicky just at the very beginning, so I hope that got fixed there. Plebeian is here, as is Pico. Bobo, I'm going to invite you to speak. Just select yes when you're ready.
Hello, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Quart.
Beautiful. You're coming
on the live stream.
Loud and clear on the live stream. Yep, you're all good.
Magnificent. Magnificent. I've done some practicing earlier. I have certainly my work set ahead of me. Against... Who am I fighting again? Castor. Very good Samuel player. But enough about me. It's about the fights.
Yeah.
And who do we have today? We have Plebeian, perhaps one of the best Zero players in the world. Low bar because no one plays this game, but still true. Versus Picola.
Yeah, Pico's a very versatile player, but I will say he made his debut in the community by making a Zera guide. So he sort of wrote the book on Zera before Plebeian started playing actively. So that's why I'm really interested to see if he will pick Zera or if he will pick somebody else.
In a sense, this is sort of a youth versus old situation.
Yeah.
Cola did all the work, and then, perhaps in his mind, Plebeian rolled in and stole his thunder, leading to, famously, a massive beef between these two. They're at each other's throats constantly. We have to mute them in the server. I'm kidding, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Be connecting now. It is a boiling day outside where I am. I hope the ladies and gentlemen are having a wonderful day. I did 14k steps yesterday, and I had a wonderful time in the forest.
Yeah, it's strange because actually where I am in Canada, we typically get hotter temperatures than a lot of European countries in the summer. Alberta is pretty unforgiving with the dry heat, but it's sort of a reverse right now. You guys are getting a heat wave. Whereas here we're getting kind of mild summer temperature. It's not bad.
Yes. Well, I'm quite jealous. But I'm enjoying it for what it's worth. Yeah, and already we're off to a roaring start.
So it's pretty mild.
Picola already running ahead with the game, as it would seem.
Yeah.
Plebeian being hit in the doubles. Something that non-Zero player won't know about Zero is his weak point seems to be his arms. His torso, leg, and even his head health are quite superior, whereas his arms are very vulnerable to attack.
Yeah, especially if he does anything at all. Even if he does a back Y, it is a safe move, but his hand can become a target at that point.
Absolutely. No shortage of quick saber characters like Yasek are willing to punish you for one of those with a nasty sidestep. Barbage in particular. Very fond of punishing the back Y.
Yeah. In general, if you can get offline from Zera, even more so than Isabella, you can really cause him some problems.
Interesting use of the left foot forward stance by Plebeian there. Getting a foothold in the match finally, with the score being 3-1. And And a nasty snap cut to the head there. Again, left foot forward. I myself, as a Zero player, have been having some success with left foot forward recently. It's surprisingly defensive and has some good burst attacks as well.
You're right.
Are you any familiar with?
Oh,
Are you
Pico's
familiar
on
at
the
all
right.
with?
Okay, they didn't switch.
Pico's on the right.
They didn't.
Oh,
pick the
never
right
mind.
side for a
Plebeians.
guy. Yeah, he plays the
Plebeians
hooded
winning
Zera.
there.
We should have known this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I thought he was giving his respects to Piccola, who was apparently the scholar of the first sin when it comes to Zera. But no, plebeian. Yeah. Though I do play the hooded Zera as well from time to time. Nasty hit to the torso there from Piccola. An even match so far. Attempt at the left foot forward stab there, one of my favourite moves, but swing and a miss it would seem.
It's a double.
Oh. The mighty stab. Yeah. If any move could metaphorically be a siren for Zera, it would most certainly be his forward stab with the forward Y stab. It's just a seductive maiden. It does exceptional damage. It goes very far. Doesn't have that much lag. It's incredible.
There's good blade beat, but nice by it's actually plebeian, not Pico.
Yeah.
I'll leave the names as they are, so I don't have to change them later. But just keep in mind they are currently reversed. Oh, what?
My word!
His head
A
got
confluence
rocked.
of skill.
Yeah, that was
He
cool,
did.
though.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I've never seen such attacks, and now they're being more aggressive than ever.
Oh.
Oh, but the moment it slows down, Plebeian seems to be taking the initiative. But still, the match is all to play for. It's very close. Oh, but 6-4 looks like it could all be over soon.
Double.
Oh, there's Verhow getting him a double there. Ratcheting up the tension even more. Touch of lag here, at least on my end. Another attempt at this Verhow.
They're all going ham though, so that's good to see. They're North American players, so no surprise.
Yes. Well, they're typically fond of their aggression, aren't they? In many aspects.
Ooh.
But the nasty sidestep, ripping the Piccola to ribbons there. But very well played by the both of them. I wonder, shall we see a character change here? We shall! From Piccola going Tavanaski, who by many players is said to be the Zera of Saber characters.
Yeah, I could see that. A lot of flowy attack
Indeed.
linking type moves that are slower but hit really hard. Stance
high
switching
health.
too. Yeah.
Indeed. Reminds me of a sense of how new Gore system there, he got cut in half. My word.
Yeah, his
Reminds
eyes
me
were
of how
really tight.
Cuphead. Yeah. Cuphead was called the Dark Souls of video games, quite accurately, I think,
Yeah.
back in the day. I'm joking, of course. Oh, a nasty sidestep there from Plebeian. Yeah, some of those sidesteps, you know, if he misses, it's a long time off, but he can catch you off guard with that speed. The triangle, my word. Doesn't quite get either of them killed, but gets very close. And just a classic standing Hellish Quart there. You love to see it. Left foot forward stance. Very risky, I find, when you're playing as Tavanaski. Can certainly expose you.
Double.
Ooh. Well, he invites him in, and they both take that invitation to death's door. Ooh. Stab there. That's the thing, they both have the health to tough out glancing blows.
Oh, nice hit.
But he gets in there. I thought
think
Tavanaski would muscle his way through.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this, but the way you say Tarnowski, it sounds like tabernacle, which is basically fuck in like Quebecois French. So you gotta be careful if you come down to Montreal and you start saying that, yeah.
Oh, I see.
They'll think
I see.
you're swearing.
The
yeah.
man in orange, shall I call him?
It comes from the word like tabernacle, right? So it's literally
Tabernacle. Okay.
it's meant to refer to like religious items, but it's used like the F word, basically.
Oh, I see.
You just use it for everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
I shall have to get some media training then to keep me up on my cultural sensitivity. There you go, cultural sensitivity training for the French.
Yeah, for us it's funny, but if you were to go to Montreal or something, watch out.
I see. Well, I'll not play Hellish Quart in public then in Montreal, and say the name of one of the characters. Thank you very much for that. Most astute of warnings.
Yeah.
Plebeian again, running away with a match, it would seem, but Piccola not letting him go so easily. Seems he's very fond of that left foot forward stance. The pair of them are, really. The Tabanaski unlocking more damaging and sweeping attacks, whereas for Zera... Honestly, I don't know what it does, and I play Zera. He does some funny things, that man. He does some funny things.
Yeah. With Tanaski, it leaves him more exposed, but some of those attacks in turn will reach much further and hit harder. So there's a trade-off, but there's a benefit to that trade-off.
And a flinch there, not quite committing to an attack. And I often find closing out a set to be the hardest part, but he gets it done, that plebeian. He gets it done, quite convincingly so. And reassigning the size once again, likely changing the text is my wonderful super tie will do. And I see you have a title bout later today, which I will most certainly be commentating. Rooting for you, though I shouldn't show bias in my commentary.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to you, but you said you wanted a different opponent first, so I honored that.
Well, I want to fight. I would like to fight bombs to inflate my score. I want to fight Yobs because I want a big number next to my name.
Yeah,
I'm not joking, by the way. That is the actual reason. I'm definitely losing against Oak. He's a real guy. I mean, if you struggled to fight him, you beat the brakes off of me when we had a little duel. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, have at it, mate. I'll be a gate in a poetic sense or a tactful sense. I'm a gatekeeper. I'm making sure that the lesser skilled players know their place. Let the champion have his due. And an interesting switch here to Kalkstein by Piccola. We'll see if it works out for him. Both characters fairly similar, given that they have heavy whiff windows, but Kalk, of course, less extreme and more fond of the sidesteps.
Yeah, that was a nice double. Kalk arguably more stylish, but it depends on your taste, I suppose. Zera does have some stylish moves of his own. Just very drunken.
Well, he has... Yes. There's a fencer in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So, some would argue that... I saw a discussion earlier that neither Isabella or Zera fight like fencers in the clubs. But I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah, I think... Well, Zera probably doesn't. I feel like you shouldn't go to a HEMA tournament wasted like that. It's probably bad for your health.
And you shouldn't be doing big swings and going for the opponent's head constantly. You'll probably annoy some people with that, I imagine.
Yeah, there's a time and a place to sort of put your foot on the gas pedal with those, but especially in the Meyer system. But some German practitioners actually don't like the Meyer system. They prefer like Lichtenauer and these sorts of systems that are better designed for the battlefield. They're much more conservative, I guess. Like they still have the wild like Meisterhauen and stuff like that, but they're very tight.
Yes.
You're not making unnecessary movements that Meyer does.
I see. In the game is Zera's style, not Lichtenauer.
It's more so Meyer, I would say. Especially if the wild windmill swings he does, yeah. A bit of Lichtenauer as well, of course, because there's overlap, but... I mean, even the game says it's like 12% Lichtenauer, so the rest is, you know, whatever Meyer or drunken stuff he does.
Yes, I first played the game, I assumed that Lichtenauer was a drink, was his drink of choice. I didn't know it was an actual fighting style. Perhaps it is, that does seem... Lichtenauer does seem like a tasty drink.
Yeah, it's the name of a famous German fencer, and his name became associated with a whole German brotherhood of fencers that went all over Europe, including Poland, actually. So there were German-style fencers in Poland as well.
Nice wrist snipe there. And while we've been talking, surprisingly, the match has not gone very fast. Piccola perhaps learning from his mistake, going a bit quickly there, but playing very defensively with Kalkstein, as is his method. Attempt at a Zverhau there.
Yeah.
A stab through, but Kalkstein's auto guard is alright, so long as he's facing you head on. It's no Samuel or Dainese, but it gets the job done.
Yeah. As far as Isabella, by the way, you brought Isabella up as well. I would say I'm not a Fiorist, so I might get some things wrong here, but as far as my understanding, Fiore is also designed for the battlefield, and so a lot of what he does is very tight. He does have some fancy moves, but he doesn't
What she does is
exaggerate
very
his
tight,
cuts.
you mean?
Yeah.
Unless you know something I don't.
And that's how a Fiorist should fight, largely speaking. Obviously, spamming Posta de Falcon is probably not very Fiore, that's more later. Because Posta de Falcon doesn't actually appear. And that's the high guard, by the way. It doesn't appear.
Oh, yes.
In
I thought that was
Fiore's
called
text.
the day guard in German fencing. The day guard.
Yeah, that's basically what it translates to, I believe. We just call
Yeah,
Tag.
I
but
looked
yeah.
up a video on it.
Yeah.
Tag. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Tag means day, so it's the
Yeah,
Tag.
yeah, so you're going high, yeah, like. Yeah, it makes sense.
Like the rising sun.
Yeah.
Yes, but not the moon, because you shouldn't be fighting at night time, I presume.
Ideally
in the
not.
darkness, where it's very scary.
And it was
A bit of lag here by both players.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you walk in the wilderness at night, I mean, your eyes might adjust slightly. But bloody hell, I mean, you cannot see a thing. I'll tell you that much for free. And if it's cloudy and there's no full moon, give up, son. You ain't seeing in the dark. You're not a rabbit who's eating carrots. Calc looking quite exhausted here, but he's able to string along the beleaguered Zera like a desperate man looking for a girlfriend. As the set remains somewhat even. And that's the thing with exhausted characters. Often I'm very cautious when approaching, because I find that if I approach and miss, an exhausted fighter can still be very dangerous, potentially. Both fighters attempting to recover from devious lag here. As Verhow there, defensive play from the both of them. Plebeian taking a more aggressive footing. And he finds his mark. And this one will be for all the marbles. A clean sweep of 3-0. Can Piccola bring it around? We shall have to see. Oh, an attempt at a stab there. One of my favourite moves out of Zera player. But not quite finding its mark. Lovely exchange there. Ooh, and a quick snap cut to the arms. An attempt at a stab to finish the job off, but he doesn't find his mark. Calc, he's not got the health to be making those trades constantly. Oh, but he gets a fortunate double, and Piccola will be very happy with that result. That is for certain. Of course, being on the ropes there. Oh, a stab to the chest, but Zera doesn't mind. His liver was dried up long ago.
Nice.
And another stab to the arm.
Yeah, back X there to the hand.
Yes. And despite the fact that he is completely unwounded, he appears to be quite beleaguered and exhausted, Kalkstein, but he gets the job done there with a nice punish. And then set is all tied up. If he wants to make the comeback of a lifetime, Piccola's going to have to make it work. And so he does! Very well played to Piccola. I didn't think he could do it, in my heart of hearts, but he got it done.
Yeah. The fighters were saying there's lag, but they're fighting on, so I don't know what I can do.
They had a great pause for some time. Well, if they're playing on, then that means that they accept the terms and conditions of the duel. And it's not like both of them aren't experiencing the lag simultaneously. They both are, in my mind. I was getting a bit of lag too.
Yeah, I just don't know what else I can do. Because my upload is really high.
I'd blame the American internet. Comcast and people of this nature hold quite the monopoly. Their own fiefdoms like medieval kings in a way, quite fittingly.
Yeah, Canada, it's not so great either. There's not a lot of choice, but it's not to the extent where it's only one company. Usually it's like two you get to choose from, maybe three. Which isn't a lot, but it's a bit better, I guess.
My word, a circling of the blade there. Attempted triangle from Marie, looking quite unusual on Marie's arms. For a moment, it reminded me of Dynamic Muscles almost, but I know you would not be so crass is to turn that on.
Yeah, of course not. Quite an exchange actually here, but nice thrust.
Indeed. Of course, this is, especially after her buffs, quite an even matchup where once it was very heavily Zero favoured. Interesting that he goes into the long guard and left foot forward stance, because in my view the stab there isn't very effective, but I believe he is simply using left foot forward as a means to parry Marie's thrusts. Which she does quite expertly. Tempted to Severe How there. Yeah. The two appear to be fighting ghosts as they're not too eager to get into close range. Ooh, but a nasty punish there from Zera, splitting her skull in twain. That'll do it. Oh, but immediately changing posture to a more aggressive stance, that wins the bout. Very well done, Pecola. Oh dear. Marie, of course, famous for her leg sweeps that are not very damaging, but very good at whittling down her opponent. But you don't want to miss with them. It's, you're in big trouble if you do. Blade beat there, wisely backed out of. Another interesting aspect is that Pecola has been changing the character they play every time, perhaps in an attempt to confuse Plebeian, but does not appear to be working if this set's anything to go by. Ooh. Nice snipe to the wrist there. Stopping certain doom, and again, nicely done.
Yeah.
Defensive counter hitting.
Nice incortada there by Pico, and a hit. Very high skill gameplay. I really hope the lag is mostly not a problem, because
it appears to be negligible.
Really well.
I mean, I'm getting occasional stutters, but I'm all the way in Europe, so I hope it's better for our players. Ooh. Zera looking absolutely beleaguered here. Touch of lag. Oh, but that sidestep does not quite get the job done. And it appears that, once again, could we be seeing a tied up set potentially? As Pecola makes a comeback. Wisely stepping out of that stab there. You don't want to be hit by that, regardless of your character. Entering high guard here. Perhaps to bait out a swing.
Thrust attempt.
I missed thrust, but goes unpunished, so I suppose at the end of the day. If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? Or if Azira missed a thrust. Yeah. If Azira missed a thrust, then and it goes unpunished, did he really make it? Doesn't really work because you can see it with your eyes, but you know what I mean. And as I was waffling, the set ended. It was a blink and you miss it moment, but well done.
Yeah, I went for the dash. Rato's Plebeian did a feint. That was smart. Targeted the hand too. The hand again being an important target.
Weak spot for Zera. Yes. Suppose I like that you know all the official terms for the fencing terms. I only know fencing as, to put it politely, as a slight enthusiast. I don't know the names of many of the attacks. So, my knowledge isn't all that. But yours is impeccable, Subate.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Really interested.
Cut to the hand there.
You just pick them up
and it certainly shows. Yes.
Nice.
Oh my, and it appears like Pecola could be taking this set. Despite it being so close, currently is 6-. Oh, aggression there, rewarding Plebeian. I'm not sure if she got a hit in return. I don't believe she did. Attempting to go for that left foot forward stab.
Nice.
Oh my word!
Nice.
And Pecola ties up the set in 2-2. I've never seen such a close set before. My word. Could we perhaps be seeing the comeback of a lifetime? That was a genuine question. That was not a rhetorical.
Yeah.
I was teeing you up. Never mind.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
Absolutely. And once again, Pecola appears to be changing characters. Who knows where they may go?
Yendrick, wow. Okay.
Yendrick, my word.
Now.
Now this is bold. Now Yendrick is he's got a few advantages, but his lack of auto guard makes him quite vulnerable. He has a mountain to climb. But he lives in the Polish mountains, so he certainly has the wherewithal to do it.
Good distance management by both, but Plebeian expending a lot of stamina. Long term, that's not going to be good. Pico not spending that much. Nice sidestep.
But excellent sidestep there. It's a thing with characters with as much range and damage as this. Sets are certain to be either very long or explosive, as we can see here. Nasty impale onto the chest there. I certainly wouldn't want that happening to me. Oh, nice. And the grab!
Yeah.
My word. Excellent use there of the very rare guard from Jędrek into a grab. And that's one of the most brutal grab animations in the game, slowly getting choked out by the Polishman. It's a fate I wouldn't mind, but many people would.
Yeah, Marie's is nasty too, because when she gets hit by the choke that Jędrek does on her, it doesn't actually choke her, it hooks her face. It like buries into her face, because she's so small.
Oh, Jesus. I see.
Yeah, nasty.
Well, that's,
that was a nice
slight miss there. Jędrek, of course. Well, still trucking along. I mean, he's clearly wounded, but he's not giving up so easily. But no one can recover from a nasty chop to the face.
It's really bad now. I don't know what I can do, guys. I really don't.
It's unfortunate. Subotai, of course, doing everything in his power. Perhaps it's the Asian Hellish Quart server that our sister server that occasionally hosts tournaments that is sabotaging us for reasons I have yet to decide on.
Yeah, Quest doing some underhanded hacking or something, like switching.
I don't know. Yeah. I was going to say ancient Southeast Asian magics, sorcery, things of this nature. No. Of course, I'll end this discussion before it verges onto racism, and there you go, a nasty blow to the head there. Of course, Jędrek having an excellent stagger game. Even if he doesn't hit you, just the haft of his weapon is enough to kill, given the right combination. Plebeian being very defensive here. And despite winning mere moments ago, he's a mere 3 flags from losing this game, potentially. But, of course, he is ahead in this set. Picola on the back foot. Oh, but the retreating cut gets it done. And this one's for all the marbles. Yeah, I mean, an impeccable defense, I was about to say, but then he found a way through. Defensive posture here. Plebeian doesn't want to lose everything he's built. No doubt, the pressure's on. The left foot forward, explosion of momentum gets it done. And I dare say that's one of the finest sets I've ever witnessed as a commentator for Hellish Quart. Well played to both, and Plebeian takes the set. And who would we have next in the USFC? I think I'm not too long after, so I'll have to drop out in after this duel, because I am the third undercard fight. Yes. Currently facing some networking issues that we're trying to work through. Our end, people, for the viewers at home. If you're wondering why there is a brief pause in the action. But we will be back in due time, of course.
Yeah, one moment, guys. I'm trying to figure this out, because my host has always been fine whether you're in Europe or especially North America.
Well, in the meantime, however, I'm looking over the YouTube chat and I've got no shortage of questions, a cavalcade of questions coming in from the inquisitive YouTube chatters. Rost Polo asks, how hot is it in the United Kingdom, I presume he's asking. And I will say it is currently 28 degrees where I am. Quite warm indeed, yes. Quite boiling, in fact. Quarter of the way to boiling water, that. So, not bad. Somebody else asks, are there any other questions? I kind of hyped up the fact that there were multiple questions. Yep, that's the only question I can answer. Well, that's your questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, I'll try Steam, guys. We'll see if that works. Otherwise, I don't know, because my connection is as good as it can get.
Hopefully it will be more stable. Hopefully. Although, when the next fight does occur, we are certainly in for a treat. We have Dauntless versus Clamono. Two very good players, two very unconventional players as well. I will return shortly.
Yeah, I'm inviting the players now. Yeah, I'll give you... Yeah, I'll keep you on Parsec for now, that's fine.
I have returned. Could I perhaps click on one of these Steam links and be
Yeah,
accepted, or would it simply not work? Oh, delightful, delightful.
Hang on.
Hopefully this works. Invitation expired. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, it's
dear,
because,
dear.
hang on, I need to give you a new link. That's normal.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Right, in we go. And when I'll not be leaving when you host, as my battle is next. I have numerous tabs open on my potato PC, and it is a very hot day, so I'll be closing the YouTube chat for now to, well, I say PC, to ease the load on my laptop.
Okay.
Right, and here we are.
1 second now. Dauntless on the left, Clamino on the right.
And for a very interesting match here, we shall see who they pick. Oh. Slight latency issues here on my end, at least. Hopefully this improves. Because Subotai does, of course, care deeply for this tournament.
Clamino
and,
is green.
It's just me then. Not the end of the world. Let's see. Oh, they've begun picking their character. Clamino, perhaps the best Gideon player in the server, versus the best Yendrek player, two very rarely seen characters. We are in for a treat today. Ooh. Expertly feinting to bait out the attack there from Yendrek before punishing him. Very well done. Wow. Nasty strike to the head there, avenging his previous loss. See. Dauntless have the wherewithal to give it done. Ooh, a nasty cut there, only followed up by a shove. And Yendrek gets whittled down despite all his health. It's not enough.
Nice hit.
Very quick sidestep there. Now, matchup-wise, how would you rank this, Subutai? Because this is a very uncommon matchup.
Yeah, they both moved back. I don't know.
It's because of the lag spikes, so.
Yeah, see, this is the issue of Steam
Yes.
that I usually have. I don't know.
To me, this seems to be worse than it was on Parsec, but...
That's what I mean, yeah. It's worse. And that's why I don't use Steam, but...
Yeah. Truly unfortunate, but this is what we've started on, and the players will simply have to go around it, it would seem. Strike to the tummy there. Likely upsetting Yendrek. I'm pretty sure that's the scientific term they use in German long fencing, right? Strike to the tummy?
No, there is the knock, though, which is having initiative, basically, is what that
Oh, I
means.
see.
Yeah.
Well, fencers, I will say, if you're ever experiencing lag, you have the escape key, use it. If you just wish to pause to wait for it to subside. Brief intervals. Oh, a double there. Very uncommon against Yendrek. And another. Oh, but Yendrek's aggression starting to pay off with his stun locks. As are his favourite. Every Yendrek player dreams of the combo where they can take a player from one side of the screen to the other, as if they were in a Street Fighter. Oh, an attempted grab, somehow not getting him punished. And he closes out the set. Dauntless here. Screaming ahead. But the scores are evened up. They're both 5-all at the moment.
Ooh, nice exchange.
Absolutely. But Clamino wins it there. The sheer speed, I would say, of Clamino's or Gideon's attacks, rather, makes him very dangerous. But
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
there you
Even
go.
the retreat. Change them together really nicely.
Absolutely. Whereas the Yendrek, single powerful chops can overrule his advantage of higher health, and his long range does counter Gideon short range. So, which character is advantaged? Personally, I could not say. Once again, we see a repeat of the set. Character choices, I mean. Let's see.
Nice.
Oh, a jumping strike. Super Mario approves.
Yeah.
In German fencing, that is called a... Oh. A touch of lag there. Even on the commentator's booth, I can feel the lag coming from my associate's voice. And lag again, my word. Yeah, looking like a dial-up modem at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. And hermaphrodites. Right. Things appear to have evened off. Hopefully they can continue. Right. Yes, but in German longs fencing, I think in the Maya system, that is called the Super Mario jump, I think. And of course, Maya's longsword fencing naturally applies to axes. Pretty sure in that system they say don't do that. As Clamino takes the round. Ooh, nasty cut to the back there, but Yendrek, or Dauntless rather, being dauntless, as his name would imply, living up to his namesake and holding on, only to win the set convincingly. Oh, win the round convincingly. Nicely done. Nasty cut there. Barely missing him. Yendrek once again, and he's exhausted. And making him ripe for the beating. see. Fairly even keel so far. Ooh, a nasty sniping cut there from both players, but of course Jendrek having the superiority in damage, you don't want to be taking trading blows with him. And another! He's certainly found his footing. Clamono not letting this game slip through his hands so easily. Oh my goodness. The attempt at a false edge cut being overruled there by a high strike.
Ooh, nice combination. Keeps going even after the second strike was blocked, which was the right play. Momentum was on his side. Ooh, good.
Absolutely.
Good cancel there, but eventually does get hit. The superior range of Jendrik helping Dauntless in this particular instance.
With the attempt to grab there, of all things. Very bold strategy. About range,
and then did the complete opposite.
I wanted to give him a high five, or shake his hand perhaps. But now we'll never shake a hand again. At least not with his right hand, which has currently been sawn off. Oh. This one's for all the marbles. It could go either way here. Oh, but Clemeno wins the bout. Winning the set. So far, leading in the set. 2-0. Can Dauntless get it done? We'll have to see. Set again. Dauntless returning to where he started off, but this time winning the first of the flags. Attempts at retreating swings there. Trying to use his advantage of range over Gideon, but not finding any reprieve. Only to be struck down quite brutally. Russian again wins the day. I've never seen such an attack before. That was a peculiar little shimmy he did. Couldn't tell if he was dancing or fighting. I suppose there isn't that much of a difference when you have a sword.
Ooh, nice change there, but did get hit.
Indeed. Are sabers a type of sword, would you say?
Yeah, but then swords are also a subset of swords, weirdly enough, because in English, eventually, there is that distinction that is made, you're right, between a cavalry sword, for example, and a saber. They're not the same thing. A sword being a double-edged straight blade, whereas a saber is a single-edged curved blade, in simple terms.
Yeah. Oh, wow. His nasty dust attack, he throws some sand in Jendrek's eyes before plucking them out of his face.
Yeah. It's like how a dragon is a subset of a dragon, if that makes sense. You know, like a classic four-legged sort of winged beast, that's a dragon. Whereas you have a wyvern, which is basically a dragon, but it's not built the same. It's got the 2 feet and the arms.
Yes. The pug dog equivalent of a dragon, you could say. Violently inbred. Regardless. Someone who isn't violently inbred is our 2 players here, who are playing very well. And despite the scores on the doors, painting them greatly in Clamono's favour, that doesn't tell the whole story. This has been a close set the whole way. And another trade there, somehow going in Dauntless's favour. He's finding his mark. Cutting down Clamino as if he were a tree. Oh, but a nasty whiff there, getting punished. Tying up the set. If Dauntless doesn't win this one, it's all over for him. Looking desperate here.
Nice.
Oh, he's wounded. Oh, but he finds his mark, just barely. Incredible work by Dauntless. Finding a foothold in the set and tying it up slightly. 2-1. Nasty blow there. Well, I've never seen Jendrik trade so many blows and not get hit. His blocking game's on point. Dauntless here knowing the limits of his character quite well. And they both appear to be backing off from each other, mindful of the lag they are both experiencing. Oh dear. So you certainly don't want to be having a lag spike at that time. Very inopportune.
That would not be great.
Dear. Another wrist snipe there. Clamono running away with the set. It'll all be over just as soon as it was beginning.
Yeah, it's a cool matchup too, because both of these characters, I'd say, are pretty exposed. Clamino at least has a bit of a guard, although in practice, maybe not so much against the axe. So a lot of it's about distance management here, and managing your specific range.
And the trading of blows, of course, which is always fun.
Yeah. Ooh,
so can the fat man get it done?
Oof.
It's not over till the fat man sings. And he's exhausted. He needs to lie down, and he'll have a lie down in his grave.
Yeah.
Dauntless here just barely finding some reprieve as he gets a footleg into this round. Ooh. The score is on the doors, currently 4-1. Not in his favour. Dear, 5-1.
Followed up, yeah.
Yes. That's the thing, if you can't follow up those stuns, as Jendrik, you're buggered, to use a scientific term.
Oh,
and again! Oh!
Okay. I think he deserved it.
I did not think he'd pull that one out of the bag.
Yeah.
He gets that one out of the bag.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Now. Scary
Despite
for Dauntless.
Absolutely, it appears Clamono is ready to put in a standard demolition job. But of course we always appreciate Dauntless showing us more unconventional characters. Oh, but it's not over yet. Quick wrist snipe there, followed to the blow to the chest. Lays Gideon low. Oh my word, I thought it would all be over then, gentlemen. But he blocks, somehow. That's the wrist snipe there, wounding Jendrik. Oh, and he's exhausted. And it's all over. And well played to both, but Clamino takes the set 3-1. Well played.
All right, how was it, Clamino?
Was it?
Because you're from North America, so you should, specifically Canada actually too. So like yours should be flawless, I would think.
Right.
I'll use that to determine my next step.
It'll be me playing next, so without further ado, I shall leave and prepare for the match. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. You will hear from me again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try restarting the router, guys. I just want to troubleshoot that on my end. Sometimes it's really all you gotta do. So I'll do that. Steam is making it worse, so we won't use Steam. Not to worry, Bobo. I'll be right back. I'll probably have to restart the stream completely, but I promise that shouldn't take super long. I just want to rule out like that being the issue. And then from there, Pico gave me some steps. I'll do that after the stream if I need to do that. So take care, guys. I know it's a little rough having to wait, but bear with me a little bit. I think it's better than everybody just lagging. So, and worst case scenario, like I said, if that doesn't work, we'll use a different host.